Hi everyone, this is Sunette, and in this video we're having a look at porn and masturbation. More specifically, having a look at the addictive relationship that can be created or can be experienced inside yourself in relation to masturbating to pornography. So here, let's maybe first have a look at the first question. How is it that, when you start exploring your body and you start masturbating, if anything, can you remember that first time in your life where you discovered masturbation, and remember how your physical body responded to that experience? I mean, on a physical level, masturbation has got a really interesting physical experience to it. I mean, it's not only with masturbation, sex as well. But if we have a look at when you first discovered masturbation and the physical experience, the sensations that was accompanying it, you'll find that you did not have any images or pictures or fantasies and things going on inside yourself, because it had not yet entered your frame of reference or your world. For other people, you might have discovered masturbation through masturbating to pornography or, any other visual aids. But the main point that I want to make here is that, especially for those who can remember discovering masturbation on a pure physical level, that you had a particular physical good experience, without the porn, the pictures, images, fantasies, and things like that. So here we have to look at then, what is that relationship between porn and masturbation that actually creates masturbation to become an addiction? How exactly is pornography involved with that? And then not only that, but how can you assist and support yourself to return to that pure physical expression that can come through with masturbating, where you can masturbate without needing pornography? So for some, you might be going, no way, that is impossible. I can't masturbate without porn or without my fantasies and things like that. But again, if you go back to the memory or the remembrance of when you discovered masturbation, you'll find that your body responded to masturbating on a pure physical level without anything going on in your head. All right, so now we're going to first have a look at this relationship between pornography and masturbation. What goes on inside the mind. So if we, for example, have a look here, let's say you have your physical body, all right? Now, in terms of masturbating and sex as well, masturbation and sex is something physical, something real, okay? But now you bring in pornography, fantasies, things like that. And here, let's say you have your mind, let's say, your fantasy land, where you indulge in your pornography. So your fantasy reality, and here you have your physical reality. Now a relationship develops between fantasy, which is unreal, and the physical, which is real. Okay. So in that relationship, there is something interesting. That something interesting is energy. What does energy have to do with this? Energy, you have pure physical energy, all right? Pure physical energy, I mean, when you start masturbating or when you're having sex, you are, generating or getting your heartbeat going, getting all the processes in your body going, everything's moving faster. And obviously with masturbation, you're also getting certain hormones going, and, it's like the whole body is like waking up, masturbation and sex, it's got a good physical effect, But fantasy, now that's a bit of another story. Fantasy, that generates a different kind of energy. That energy is like a feeling energy. You get your emotions and your feelings. So this emotional and feeling energy is partly physical, but it mostly is generated from your mind. Okay, what does that mean? If you have a look at your emotions and feelings, it's not something that's produced by an organ within your physical body, yet you experience it. Emotions and feelings is not something tangible. You cannot, for example, dissect it out of your body and kind of research it and investigate it. So it's like, where does that energy come from? How can we experience that, yet not see it, not be able to literally dissect it, research it and investigate it, right? So that emotional and feeling energy is coming from your mind. And what happens during a relationship between porn and masturbation is, because you on a mental level are responding to your fantasies or the pornography with more emotional energy and feeling energy, while you are physically masturbating, okay, you've got a mixture that happens between physical energy, pure physical energy, and then your mental energy, your emotions and feelings. And that mix that happens right there, that relationship that gets created, that contributes to the addictive experience, that just overwhelming sensation on a mental and physical level that happens during masturbation. So from a certain perspective, what actually happens is you are not only masturbating on a pure physical level, you are masturbating also on a mental level. But somewhere along the lines, what starts happening is, if you can remember, also go back into your memories when you started masturbating to pornography and fantasies and things like that, where that initial experience, was, you'll remember, it was more, you could feel and sense things more in your own body, right? And initially it might have been innocent, in terms of wanting to masturbate more and more and more because you like the physical sensation, the physical experience. But somewhere along the lines, a switch happened where the fantasy, the pornography started taking over the body completely. What does that mean? It means that you now started masturbating to porn for the pornography, right? It's like mentally you became more preoccupied and focused with the porn, the images, the pictures, than the actual physical sensation, the physical experience. So, you can to a certain extent, to a degree, say that pornography possessed your body. And the process that we have to walk now is to assist and support yourself, to release the fantasy, and to remember the physical, to remember your body, to remember what it is that your body, what your body experienced during masturbation. All right, so this is what we're going to be having a look at in interviews to come, how you can assist and support yourself to release the fantasies, the pornography, to remember your body, what your body is sensing, what your body is experiencing. It's almost to a certain extent as though everyone has lost touch, with their bodies, with what their body is experiencing and sensing. And we're going to have a look at some practical ways in which you can masturbate not only bringing it through from masturbation, but also into sex, in how even sometimes now during sex, what could happen is you need more the visual stimulation, and then you cannot have sex purely expressing yourself through your body. Your body is responding to the touch, the penetration, the hugging, the kissing, and everything else. It's physical, it's real during sex. And then within this, we're going to have a look at some of the consequences that pornography and masturbation can create in your everyday social life as well. In your relationship with people, how communication with the opposite sex can become more challenging and difficult. Why does that happen? Why do relationships become more resisted? Even sex. You almost want to stay away from sex as well, because you believe that you cannot get this high, almost, that the fantasy and the physical relationship creates through sex. You can only get it through masturbation, and you start isolating yourself from people, from relationships, from sex, from what's real, not even realizing that you're losing touch with yourself. All right, so let's have a closer look at this image for a moment. All right, so now that you've got a general idea of what it is that we're going to be walking and having a look at, we'll see you in the next video so you can assist and support yourself in where you can start with your process in relation to porn and masturbation. Thank you very much.